They were just on. Okay.
Okay, it is currently, oh, it is wet. Why is the table wet? Oh, God.
Sorry. Goes from my drink.
Oh. Okay, everybody. Hello, hello. Those of you who are in person for the Zoom meeting and those of you who are in Zoom for the Zoom meeting. Hello, hello. We're gonna go ahead and get started with this parent meeting. Those of you who are here for auditions, if you could just have a seat on the floor. Some of this information might be useful for you guys too. And then audience or parents, welcome. So let me move this so that I can see myself. All right. All right, get out of the way. There we go. All right, everybody. So this is the first of, I believe, 3 mandatory parent meetings for this show. We just want to make sure that you as parents are completely informed, you know exactly what's going on, and you aren't just running around confused, because that is definitely something that happens with a top billing show, because of the nature of that's just how it is. It's a very chaotic thing. Even though we try to control the chaos and make it as calm as possible, it is always going to be a little chaotic when you have this many people in one room doing these many things, and that's also just the nature of life here. So welcome to Top Billing Entertainment. So who we are a 16-year-old 501c3 federal nonprofit organization. Our teachers work professionally in the entertainment industry and have degrees. Our executive director, Miss Kay, has been working with youth for over 25 years. And yeah, our staff is primarily alumni, as you may have heard during the 4 to 9-year-olds. All of us did shows here or went to high school with Miss high school. Miss Kay was our high school teacher. There's all this different stuff. We've all known her and each other for quite a bit of some time. We have alumni that have gone on to do Netflix shows, Broadway shows, theme park entertainment jobs, and many other gigs throughout the industry. Our board members, we have Miss Kay, Miss Christina Keener-Ivy. She's our executive director. Do we have any other board members in this room at all? We used to. Ashton was here, but we have lots and lots of board members who do lots of things for us, and they're very helpful. Yay, maybe you'll meet them one day. I think maybe one of them will be in the show. Who knows? You'll see. Here are our awards. This is what we have acquired. Okay. This is our awards, all the things that we've done throughout the years, just kind of all that fun stuff. And this is what we do. We are really 6 businesses. We do private lessons, we do group classes, we do musical productions, day camps, performers, an event location for hire, and rental items for shows. We teach singing, acting, dancing, and musical instruments in hopes that we create what is called a Touch with Our Performer, which is someone who does all 4. And we instruct about 400 students a month. There are lots and lots of kids that come in and out of this room. So we are all busy. That being said, please give us some time to answer your messages, because we all have our hands in all of these businesses, and so we're all pretty busy. We try to answer you guys as soon as possible, but again, we're very busy, so please give us some time. Before I move on, let me introduce you to the staff for the show. My name is Miss Eileen. I am the director of the show. And then let me have all the other staff come to the computer so that it's on here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so here and then to the people.
Hello, I'm Miss Caitlin. Hi guys. I'm your choreographer for this show. It's gonna be super fun. What I do here is I teach dance classes. I work at the front desk sometimes. I work with our Showstoppers Littles or junior team. And sometimes I'm a princess. Yeah. Anything else?
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, awesome.
Hey y'all, I'm Miss Julie. I teach our tag classes here. I'm also the director of the Showstoppers performance team, and I also do private lessons for vocals.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Darla. I will be an assistant choreographer. I also teach some tiny top ballet and tap and hip hop, beginning and advanced.
Hello, I am Mr. Christian. I am the assistant director, and then I also teach the on-camera acting class here at Top Billing, and I've been here since 2019. Yeah.
Yeah, fun, fun, fun. I do a lot of things. So if I list all the things, we'll be here all day. But for now, right now, at this exact moment, I am directing Newsies. People who are not here for this meeting right now is Miss M and Miss Sophie. They are going to be guest choreographers. And then we have Mr. Chandler, who is going to be an assistant music director, as well as just a production assistant throughout. Okay. Our philosophy, we are a no cuts group where every performer is invited to work with us. So if by being here, by auditioning, you are automatically in the show. There's not going to be a situation where you didn't get cast. And if you're not on the cast list, let us know. We ought to put you on. So congratulations. You're booked and you're blessed. Whether this is your first production or your 20th, you will be treated with love, respect, and honor. And we worked very hard to make sure that every performer, if they want it, has some type of feature or solo or just dance moment or anything, just so that they have that special moment on the stage. And we want our performers to try their best and do new things in a safe and supportive environment. And that's something that we pride ourselves in at Top Billing Entertainment, is that we are very safe and we are very supportive in this community, the theater community, and all of it all. We're one of those companies that you can trust your children with for sure. And then we want to make everyone a star, and we believe that different is better than best. We don't believe that there is one way to be a star. We believe that who you are and what makes you different is what also makes you special. And so no matter what, we cherish you and we value your uniqueness. Okay, in this house, we believe that every performer is worthy. This is our general just company motto. This is what we try to live by. You might have seen a giant version of this at the front desk when you walk in. But essentially, this is what we strive to do. This is our motto as a company. When you look at all, it spells stage, which I think is awesome. But yeah, this is all the things that we do. Our policies. So regular school rules, they always apply. This includes parents and family members. Clothing, speech, and actions. Please don't do anything inappropriate. We have had issues in the past where people were wearing shirts that have things on them that aren't necessarily appropriate to wear around children, or we've had sisters or older teens who are used to telling like jokes and don't think that it's inappropriate, but it is inappropriate to the 6-year-old that they're standing next to. And so in general, just please try to pretend that you are around little children all the time and be appropriate. If there is an emergency and we have to leave Academy, we will meet at the bus plaza across the street. At the first rehearsal of everything we do, we always make sure we do a fire drill. Or just an earthquake or just an emergency drill. We run it every single time. We walk down the stairs and we go across the street to where the bus plaza is, where all those lights are and everything like that. If there is a medical emergency, we will contact the parents and medical personnel immediately. And all rehearsals and classes are open to parents. This is not a closed rehearsal. You guys are free to sit here and just watch. You may be asked to do stuff like do some crafts or anything like that, but it's not just for nothing. It can be applied for your service hours that are a part of your obligations. So please just feel free to come on in and do some stuff. But please do not sideline coach. That doesn't mean that you can't tell your child, stop doing this, stop doing that. There are so many kids in a room at one point sometime that, it does take a village to maintain safety. And so if someone in the back of the room is doing something crazy and the teachers in the front don't see it, feel free to be like, my child, please stop jumping, or blah, 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 blah. Feel free to do that. Don't discipline anybody else's kids unless that parent has given you explicit permission to do so. But if your child is running amok, you can tell them, please stop. And then please do not be more than 5 minutes late. If you are late to picking up your child, please call the front desk. And a fee may be applied. I believe if it's after 15 minutes after the end of a rehearsal, then there is a fee that is applied for us having to take care of your child, because that means the staff has to stay later as well, and just things like that So there will be a fee. You are responsible for any property damage by your child. TBEPA is not responsible for lost or stolen items. So please make sure that no matter where we go, no matter what we do, if it is special to you and you do not want to lose it, don't bring it because we are not responsible if you lose it. And if you are going to bring it, please take care of it. Okay, TBE culture, always be in groups of 3 or more, never alone, for your safety, always. If you are married, you count as one person. So if you are a married couple and there is one other child that is not yours, there needs to be another adult around. And that's just for safety. And the same rule applies for children. If you're going to be going anywhere, all the kids need to be in groups of 3 or more. And that just has a nice little asterisk about it. If it's 3 5-year-olds, then obviously we're going to need a little bit more people. But if it's 3 17-year-olds, like, yeah, sure, why not? So there's some gray area with that rule, but in general, just 3 or more, just to keep everyone safe. If we allow one person to do it, then everyone is now allowed to do it. You are exceptional, not the exception. I understand that there are some rules that may not be the most convenient, or you may not like that rule, or it has to apply to you. Even if you've been here since the very, very, very beginning, it applies to you. Even if last year that rule was not a thing and you didn't have to follow it, and now it's a rule this year, it still applies to you. We can't bend or break for anybody because then that means we have to do it for absolutely everyone else. So please understand that it is not personal. If you do not like a rule, we're not making you go through the rule because you have to and we don't like you. No, it's just a rule and everyone here is following the exact same rule. We are an ask culture and not guest culture. Please communicate your non-negotiables. We are not for profit like Harvard and Yale, not a charity. Major changes cannot be made 3 days before an event, which is listed on the schedule. Before you complain, please try volunteering. We can always use more hands and help. Always, always, always. Make sure you have permission to post photos or videos online of anybody performing within the academy. We are going to be having a lot of our staff or our social media volunteers. We're gonna have them filming the rehearsals and doing things like that. If you do not want your child to be filmed, or if you do not want to be filmed, please let us know. There was a waiver that you guys had to fill out and sign when you first opened your Studio Pro. And that was a waiver saying that it is okay to film you guys and post those videos on our social media if we need to, and things like that. So hopefully you guys are aware of that and you read it before you signed it. But if you are not aware and you just signed it anyway, please let us know. And then we'll get a little necklace that's going to be around that child every time they walk in. It's going to be green, and that way anyone who's taking videos knows do not film that child. And if there are any pictures or videos with them, it will not be posted. So just please keep that in mind. Our expectations. We expect you to put on amazing musical theater productions. And for the most part, we do. 100%. I think we put on great shows. The last show we did was Frozen. It was beautiful. The one before that, Alice. Even so beautiful. It's been wonderful. Performers will come to rehearsals to practice, not to socialize, and we are not a babysitting service. That is a big one for me personally, just because I believe that if you're going to be here, you're going to pay the money, you're going to do that, then why not put in the work? Why not put in the effort? And have work that will make you proud at the end. If we find that your student doesn't want to participate in rehearsals, and for the most part, for most rehearsals, they're kind of just sitting on the side, or if we find that we have to, for the younger performers, if we find that they are not interested in being in any rehearsal, and we constantly have to have staff looking around and being like, what are you doing? We have to bring out the coloring pencils and the papers and things like that. Then maybe it's time we have a talk. Maybe we can try again next year, or maybe we can see if this is something that they're actually interested in doing. But yeah, we want to use our rehearsal time to rehearse instead of just babysitting. That's what the camps are for. Performers will practice at home. Rehearsals are to learn where everyone else goes, not to memorize your lines. Please practice at home. Please. If you only use rehearsals to practice, you will not be able to retain everything that you've been trying to pick up. Performers come prepared with lines. We do have an off book date, so please make sure that you are aware of that and that you are ready when that time comes. And performers and parents will be team players and positively encourage each other. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Parents and family will positively encourage all performers and help with costumes, props, set, and in whichever way they can. Miss Kay said it before, but it's pretty much it's basically, this is now a tribe, a tribe of parents and children. And sometimes there are children who look a little lost and their mother or their father or whomever is watching over them is not available. And we don't expect, but we hope that there will be other parents who are willing to step in, help them out, and kind of lead the way for that child. Just because us as staff are doing a lot more, and we need to do other things rather than making sure that each and every child is individually taken care of. So parents, if I have a heart that is full and has room for more, please adopt one or two or three other children whose parents are not there. We will only compare ourselves to ourselves and not to one another. We will not judge which cast is quote unquote better. There are 2 casts for this show, and we really want to try to not compare anybody. We don't want to compare one lead to the other lead. We don't want to compare the dances. We don't want to compare anything that has to do with the show. Each and every show is its own individual show. And so we really want to make sure that we are not comparing ourselves to one another. It is the thief of joy. Performers will pick up after themselves, care for all costumes and prop, and help keep rehearsal and performance spaces clean. We really have to work as a team to make sure that this space is taken care of. It is the only space we have. And the costumes are not ours. It's not mine. It's not yours. It's not any of us. So we really do need to make sure that we are taking care of these costumes for the next group of people who are going to be using them, and for the next, and for the next, just so that we can, do our part. And performers will meet or exceed their financial obligations so that the awesomeness can continue. And we will get into those financial obligations as well. Special needs. If you have special needs, please let us know right away. Special needs include allergies, physical limitations. If you have ADHD or Asperger's or any form of autism or anything like that that may need any special accommodation, please let us know. If you are blind or deaf, please let us know. We have had students of all of these, and we do everything we can to make it a safe space, accommodating, and yeah, we just want to make sure that any child gets an opportunity to perform in theater, and it's as accessible as possible. Costs, and this is those financial obligations I was talking about. Okay, so tuition, it is a monthly plan. It is tuition per month and depends on which role you get. I will show you a breakdown of our cast list so you can see which roles are charged at which amount, but this is essentially what it is. For all ensemble, it's 125. All ensemble who is older, it is 135. Featured characters and lead dancers are all 145. For principal characters, 155. Lead dancers, so just make sure that you guys are looking at that, and also keep that in mind for your auditions. If you have a performer who wants to be the absolute lead, they want that, you have to keep in mind that that is a higher price point than it would be if they were ensemble. If it is not realistic for you as a family to pay the lead character price, then talk to your student. Tell them, hey, this is what we can't do. You can be ensemble, and that's pretty much it. Because we want them to have clear expectations as well. And yeah, it's very difficult for us if we cast you as a lead, but then you find out you can't pay for it, so you pull them back, and now we have to recast. So please just take that step to plan ahead before we have them just audition. And then of course there are other fees as well. So there is a material fee. That material fee will get you a cast t-shirt, you will get your scripts, you will get all the rehearsal videos, all of the online resources that are available for this show. There is a media fee, and you will get full videos of this show. We film it. It is a very high quality video. And you can use it if you want to get into the industry. You can use it for your reels. You can use it just to give to your parents, your grandparents, and be like, look at them. And it's just a really nice video to have for the future. So that's a media fee. Then we have our $35 yearly registration fee per performer. This is academy-wide. If you are taking classes and you've already paid this fee, you do not have to pay it again for this show. You've already paid it. But if this is the first thing that you've done this year, then you will get charged the yearly fee. Show tickets, when we have the show, those are going to go on sale, and they are priced at a tiered seating thing. So it's from $15 to about $35. And children 3 and under sitting on a lap are free. Is that true, Miss K? No, right? It's every soul has a seat. Yeah, every soul has a seat, so that shouldn't be there. Ignore it. And then cast t-shirts for families and friends, if you want a shirt yourself, is $25. And then we do have a VIP package, which is $100. It helps you purchase your tickets 2 weeks early if you really want to get those good seats. And it has access to all of our TBE shows, our entire archive, on our Vimeo account. And then there is a refundable deposit check when costumes are being returned. When you check out your costumes, you pay a refundable deposit. And then once you give our costumes back, you get that deposit back. And then if you are in showstoppers, and if you have multiple children, I believe there is a little bit of a discount. If you don't know about it, ask about it. But they will be emailed individually. Costs continue. Okay, so in addition to paying physical money, we do ask for 10 pre-show service hours per family and 2 show day volunteers to help with just everything that's going to be going on once the show starts. The 10-hour pre-show service hours, you can do it in several different ways, and we'll kind of break that down a little bit. But being in here during rehearsals, there's always going to be some type of opportunity for service hours to get made, just because there is a lot to be built. We also have specific jobs throughout the entire process. So there's like a social media manager, person who's in charge of the potluck for all of that fun stuff. Everything that lots of jobs that would count also as those pre-show service hours. And then each family is required to sell 20 show tickets. And then each is required to attend 2 out of 3 mandatory parent meetings. So you being here right now, you did it. That's one. Each family is required to sell 20 show tickets, but if you are unable to sell them, some things that people have done is buy them, and that's why it says buy them. They buy all 20 and then they just kind of give them out to people, or they have other people sell it, just so that you don't have to worry about that financial obligation of not selling the 20 tickets. There is a fee. Oh my gosh, I have to stop doing that. There is a fee if you are not able to sell your tickets. It is $15 per unsold ticket, or 15 hours per service hour. So if you're going to be paying those $15 anyway for not selling a ticket, you might as well buy the tickets and just give them to the people, or be like, give me money, grandmother. One of the things, just really try to sell those tickets. These obligations are because of from past things. We've had times where nobody sold tickets and we were like, and weren't able to pay for the show itself. And so we kind of put these into place just so that we can really make sure that we are able to cover the costs of the show. And then the 10 pre-show service hours are just because we need help and we really need help. And so we need it. And if you aren't able to do any of those pre-shows volunteer hours, you can pay just a flat $150 fee per family, and then you don't have to worry about it. You're done, you're good, you're gone. And then same thing with the show volunteer bypass for the family as well. And then, like I said, there is a VIP package, so you can do all your things. And then if you drop the show as a principal or a lead, there is a $300 reblocking. So this is what I'm talking about, with just really making sure that you make your expectations clear with your your performer and tell them if you cannot afford or you do not want or you are not able to be in the show and commit 100%. Don't audition for a principal or a lead because it is a $300 reblocking fee. We just truly need that commitment. Okay, how to pay? Please pay month tuition, class, and lesson fees in Dance Studio Pro. If you have not set up your account, please set up your account, sign all the waivers, all of that. You should have done that before you came in today. So please make sure that you guys are doing that as soon as you get the chance. Show tickets will be available in Zephy and on our top billing website. And if you join your bank account, there is no convenience fee. Otherwise, there is a $3% fee. And then late fees start at the 5th of the month. And merchandise snacks can be paid via cash, memo, top billing, and or Zelle. We do have our snacks here. As you can see, there is a snack bar as well as a water machine and a refrigerator with drinks. Those are all $2 each. And so if you forget to pack lunch or a snack for your child or anything like that, they can just pay for whatever they need for $2. The cups for the water machine are still $2, but the water is free. So if you just have them bring their own water bottle, they can refill it and they'll be hydrated. Okay, where our money goes. This is the budget for the show. It is teeny tiny. But this is essentially where all your money goes. We don't just keep it safe in a little box and we don't use it. No, we definitely use it for this show. So there is more information on that, and then there's a link as well as us we put the budget on the Google Sheet that we give you guys. So again, it's full transparency. You see where all our money goes. We're not just taking and taking, we're using it for the children. Okay. How to get involved. If you would like a lead role or a featured solo of any kind, you must audition. You have to sing. If you do not want to sing, then you will still be in the show. You'll just be an ensemble or like a lead dancer or things like that. If you want any speaking or singing role, you have to sing. If you would like, there you go. We also need sewers, crafters, painters, and builders. There's just an array of things. Like I said before, we have not done the show before, so there's a lot of things that we have to build. And so if you have those skills, please go to us so that we can utilize them because we're gonna have to build lots of stuff. And the best way to join us is just to jump in. You are always invited, welcome, and wanted. Who to contact? All form scripts and tracks and rehearsal videos will be on our band app, as well as this semester we're going to be uploading dance videos on our Google Drive as well. So it's just a little bit easier to find because there's always been an issue of it just kind of being lost in all the videos that we have. The front desk is open weekdays from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and they can answer your questions if you just call the front desk. You don't necessarily have to come in person just to ask a question. You can just give them a call. If you have any questions about the rehearsals, about costumes. If you have any questions about rehearsals, ask me or ask Miss Caitlin or Mr. Christian. We should be able to answer your question. One of us should. About costumes and wigs, please contact Miss K or our parent volunteer who is in charge. And about tickets and fees, please contact the front desk. About sets, please contact Miss M or Mr. Christian. And then any personal issues or safety concerns, please feel free to email me, call me, talk to me. You can message me on my email. You can also email Miss K. Me or Miss K. Just let us know if you have any concerns. And then our band app. Please make sure you join the band app. This is a very important communication tool and a very good resource for parents as well as the students. We are going to be posting minders every single Sunday. Every video, every picture, everything that we take will be posted on here. Any last minute alerts, any type of emergency situation where something's going on in the studio, that's where we'll post the information on that. So please make sure that you are joining it. If a parent, I have seen parents who have not joined the bands for shows or classes or things like that. And it is truly a struggle. It is just, I've seen them be so lost and be so confused. And it's just like, they're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. And then the moment that they join the band, they find that all of their questions are answered. And so please join the band. I know it's another app and you will get alerts and you will get all those other things. You can silence those notifications. Just make sure that you're checking it regularly. But you need to join the band. As a parent of a top billing performer, you need to join the band. If you need to chat with us, that's also where you would be able to chat with us. We all have accounts on band. So if you need to message us like, oh, I have a question, or hey, we're not going to be here today, or can you that is where you would be able to contact us as well. Show spreadsheet. This is the one. This is the guy. This is available on the band as well. This is first of all, where we're going to post the cast list. And then this is where the rehearsal schedule is. So as you see, it already has even today on there, but the entire rehearsal schedule is on this Google Sheet, as well as any extra rehearsals, any extra performances, when tuition is due, when we are taking any breaks, when any of those storage unit days are going to be, when the tickets go on sale, when are all the community performances, all of the things. It is on this Google Sheet. So please make sure that you are looking through it, getting used to what is on here. And if you have any questions, you can always ask us, but please, before you do so, check the Google Sheet, see if it's here, because most likely it will be here. And if it's not, then I will happily answer the question, but please do your research first. Here is our cast breakdown. This is where the props, everything like that. If there's any songs that we're adding, that's going to be on here. You'll see when we drop the cast list that every number will have a cast list as well. So if there's a song, you'll find out if you're in that song. It will list every single person in that song and what they're wearing in that song. So please just look at it before you ask all the questions, okay? There we go. Oh, attire and makeup. For regular rehearsals, please wear attire that they can dance in. Please make sure that for shoes, you are wearing closed-toe shoes. Specifically not Crocs, no sandals, no flip-flops, anything like that, especially with this show. This is a very dance-heavy show. And we want you guys to protect your ankles and your feet. This is a very old building, and there have been people who have gotten splinters. Sometimes, I don't know, things from set pieces might fall off and you step on it and now you've cut your foot. Things like that. So please just protect your feet, wear closed-toe shoes. Dance shoes like this are always welcome. If we are doing a tap rehearsal, please bring your tap shoes. And yeah, just keep your feet safe. We are a conservative studio, and so when it comes to clothing, we do want you to cover up. I know in dance spaces, a lot of dancers will wear like the sports bras and like the shorts and things like that. We prefer that you wear not that. And if you want to wear like dance attire, that there be no more than a 4-inch midriff space right over here, and that for your arms, your shorts go up to your fingertips. Just so that, we can be there. And then if you are going to be leaving the building in your dance attire, that you do cover up, just because we can't control who's out there in those streets, and we don't want any heebie-to-jeebies people coming and gawking at our children. And so we really want them to be as covered up as possible when they're outside. For performances, all performers have to have undergarments. Undergarments are basically just like biker shorts and like a tank top. These undergarments are what they wear underneath their costumes, and it makes it so that they can change anywhere because they're completely dressed underneath. And so that is probably one of the things that you're gonna want to have to get. If you haven't gotten them yet, get them right away and get several packs of them, because we sweat. People are sweaty, and we want to make sure that we are prepared for that. All performers must wear makeup. A quick Google search for children's theater makeup will bring up video tutorials and tips and things like that. We do also post these things on our band, so you'll be able to see that and get that. If you are a parent who doesn't know how to do makeup and your child does not know how to do makeup, like I had mentioned earlier, we are a village. Find a parent who can do makeup. You can use the band as a forum to be like, hey, my child needs help with makeup. Is there anyone who can come to the studio between this time and this time and give me a rundown on how to do this? Or just do it in general. But yeah, just communicate through each other. Again, just the band is a good forum for that. Generally, females wear their hair half up, half down, and curly. Males are clean shaven and hairstyled. This show in particular does not apply to this because it's all boys. Well, no, that's not true. Some of you guys are girls, some of you are boys. It's a mixture, but some of the characters, specifically, it's going to be a lot of gender bending for this show. So that may not be true in terms of all the girls have to do this and all the boys have to do that. No, that's not true. It might be different. And then deodorant and good hygiene. Please, it's a very small space. The ventilation in here, unfortunately, isn't the best. It's a very old building. And so if it gets sweaty and smelly, it's not fun for anyone involved. So please make sure that you are practicing good hygiene and wearing deodorant and doing all the things. Costumes. We're getting through it, guys. All right, costumes. We will provide we will generally provide costumes in some wigs. For this show, for Newsies and things like that, there are obviously things that would just fit you better if you brought it yourself, like shirts and pants and things like that. But we do have some as well. So it's kind of going to be a mix. Like some of you will bring some things, some of us will bring you things. So we'll work on it when we get there, and I will post on the Google Sheet if there are specific things that I need you guys to bring for your costumes, and those will be listed as well. If a performer does not like a costume provided, they are welcome to purchase or rent one out of their own pocket, which meets the director's criteria. So please let us know if you are planning to do that. But we will try to, just, we try to make you look good, but if you don't like it, just let us know and we'll talk about it. If a performer damages or loses a costume, it is their responsibility to fix or replace it. We do have people who can fix it for you, but in some cases that may not be the thing. And so you really have to find a way to get it fixed if you can. Anybody who does not return or hang up their costumes will lose the privilege of using it. And then they will go into a box and they have to do something to get it back. If a performer is dressed in the wrong costume or missing a vital part of the costume, they will not be allowed to perform on stage. And so please make sure that you are keeping track of all of your costume pieces. Because we want you to perform on stage and we don't want something like you missing your hat prevent you from doing that. So please make sure that you are keeping track of your things. We do our best to start and end on time. This year there will be raffle prizes for performers who are on time. Wow. Please do not be more than 5 minutes late. You are welcome to arrive early. Just do not disturb the other classes. Specifically before this rehearsal time, I believe on Wednesday is going to be a color guard. So color guard has specifically asked that we do not walk in during their class just because with all the flags and everything like that, someone could get injured. Luckily, this regalia room is going to be free 15 minutes before color guard ends and before our rehearsals end or start. And so I'm going to ask that everyone who's coming here for Newsies on Wednesdays enters through this that side door that's Miss K's office and just hangs out in here until color guard is over, just so that nobody gets whacked with the flag. Please be sure to sign in at every rehearsal. There's going to be an iPad right in the front. Every single time that we have rehearsal, please make sure you sign in. And then performers are welcome to bring food or drinks, but they have to clean up after themselves, and it should not be eaten during rehearsal time. If we have a break time, they can absolutely eat. But they shouldn't be chewing on food and things like that while they're dancing. It's a safety hazard and they could choke. If they forget anything, we have stuff on sale for $2, not $1, $2. But if it gets too messy, then food privileges will be revoked. So yeah, gotta clean up. Oh my God. And then please list all conflict dates on your audition form. If a rehearsal is missed without notice, the performer will be removed from the number and may be removed from a show or may lose their role. And that's not to say you miss one time, you're gone. That is if you've missed several times or you're missing a mandatory rehearsal and you're just not communicating with us, that is the only time where we may take the role away or take a show away. It's really just a communication thing. We need to be able to plan ahead. And if you're not letting us know, then we aren't going to be able to plan ahead. Especially if you're a lead or a principal or a lead dancer or anything like that, we do really need to know when you can't be here because we try to tailor our schedule to it. We want to be able to work with you guys, but if you're not working with us, then that makes it almost impossible. Okay, shows, performers arrive to every show with hair and makeup ready. There are dressing rooms, but they are not available to every cast member. And so please just try to get all of the prep work in terms of your show glam. Try to get that done before you arrive. If a performer is late to a call time without notice, they may be removed from numbers or may be removed from the show that day. I have seen that happen. I was in Little Mermaid and our Sebastian was very, very late and he did not get to perform. And so again, please make sure you're communicating with us and you are ready. All performers must help load the show in and out of the theater. No one is excused from the strike after the show until the director notifies the cast. No one is excused from the strike. No matter what, nobody. So please do not try to escape. It is a thing that we all do, and it's not just here. All theater companies have the cast participate in the strike in some shape, way, or form. And so please participate and don't try to excuse yourself from all of that. Parent and volunteers will be assigned to duties. And we are going to have a parent who's going to be in charge of kind of getting that all together. So we'll give you more information on that later. And not all parents can be backstage during the show. It's usually parents with children ages 4 to 5 or any students who may need their parent with them, just to help them out. Then they are able to have a parent back there. But no matter what, any parent who is back there has to go through the protocol of getting their badges and doing all of that fun stuff. So if you do plan on being backstage, please let us know and then we'll have our parent liaison get in touch with you. Behavior consequences. So I like to believe that every child is perfect and an angel and never does anything wrong ever in their lives. But if that does not happen to be the case, and we do have some students who are, breaking our rules, this is our general protocol for that. The only thing that I, as a director, not do is using the sit-ups and push-ups and jumping jacks as punishment. That's just not something. So I punish with
just to wear your tennis shoes.
Yes.
No, but so
that's usually my performance of
she said for practices. She said they just have to be close to shoes.
But for other
shoes won't allow me
just make sure everybody is on the
Honey, you're putting me under a lot of pressure with a very little amount of time. I didn't have time to like powder them and stuff like that yet. Unless you're gonna wear socks inside of them. Will you do that?
Okay, there we go. Alrighty. What have I done? Now I can't get rid of myself. How do I make myself smaller? Okay. If there are behavior issues, the first time we will give them a little bit of a timeout, have them have a seat, maybe think about things. If the problem continues, then we will let the parents know. If the problem still continues, then they may be cast or cut from the show or from a number or then a show or just in general dismissed from the production. We have not dismissed people from productions very often. I believe it's only happened maybe once or twice. And it was in the issue of like threats of like violence and things like that. And that's when we had to let them be dismissed from the show. But in general, we usually get the latest we've ever like a parent will be notified. Usually once we notify a parent, the problem kind of starts to solve. So that's usually how far we get. But yeah, that's what we do. Okay, and go. Questions. Please read the Sunday Minor email sent every Sunday with the upcoming rehearsal schedule and ask on the band.
Could you move out so we can just exit?
If you are not receiving any of the Sunday Minors, please email me or contact the front desk. And please be sure to follow us on social media, but especially join our bands. This band for Newsies Junior and our All Academy band. You'll see on that little thing right there, the 2 QR codes. That's how you can join those 2 bands. And then text.
Jack in the Box.
Text us and you don't get like a thumbs up or a then most likely we did not.
Was he already there ordering before we got there? He was already there. He was on the other side though.
I'll answer it as soon as I get home. And then I got home and I was like, I'm hungry. So there's that chance. So if you do not get a message or a response,
did they even open the window yet?
just be like, hey, did you I just want to ask you again. and then
His window's open.
right
I know,
away.
but I saw her, but then what happened?
We're busy folk. Please just give us some time to answer. One sec. I'm gonna make sure that everybody is muted. There we go. Okay, so I think I'm at the end. I think I've done it, guys. I've done it, right? Right? Yes, I did it. Any questions? No? That means I did a good job. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here for this first meeting. Now you only need one more to do. I would say go to all of them because all of them are going to talk about, I kind of strategically planned the meetings to go right before big things that are happening. So, if you can go to all the meetings, please do, because it's just going to give you more and more information about all the things that are coming up, because we do have a lot of extra performances that are coming up, especially this Christmas season, that aren't just the show. We are going to be also performing for our All Academy recital, which is going to be on December 20th. And that's going to be a little preview for the show. And then we have community performances for the Christmas season that are going to be in November. And so all of those are in play, as well as a parade that we are going to be starring in, so that we can promote the show as well. So there will be more information of that on our bands. I'll post the minders and kind of remind you guys. And I'm also going to talk about it a lot, because I like to over-inform. So just be aware of that. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. I'm so excited to put this show on. We're going to be yelling strike, strike, and with our little newsboy hats. It's going to be great. So yeah, cool. If there are any questions, I think I've done it, and we're gonna get ready for the auditions for 9 or 10-year-olds and up. Yay! Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the future as soon as I learn how to leave this. Okay. And yay, bye everyone.